Hey gang, John from the Vegan Zombie here, coming straight out of the apocalypse to help answer some of the questions that you all have. Now, today's topic is nutrition and veganism, and let's be honest, I'm no nutritionist, so what did I do? I went out and got you a specialist to help answer all those questions. I present to you my dear friend Akshata.
Well, my name is Akshata and I'm an applied clinical nutritionist. I run out of my wellness center, Alternative Roots Wellness Center, based out of Vermont. And I have a couple of master's degrees, one in biochemistry and another in nutrition. So thank you for having me on the show. What would you like to talk about?
Well, I think ever since I've been vegan, one of the biggest topics is B12. Where do you get your B12 from, and what does it do? Why is B12 such a big topic for us as vegans?
Yeah, so B12, there is, one of the main questions I'm also asked when I'm helping somebody switch over their diets or something like that. It's very important for many neurological functions, so people who are deficient in it will start feeling a lot of neurological things like tingling in their hands or visual disturbances and things like that. So those are the most common B12 deficiency symptoms, and the best way that you can really get it, and something that's been shown most consistently, is through fortified foods. So you can get your nut milks or your cereals and things like that which have already been fortified with it. There has been some talk about how you can get it through algae, you can get it through soy, miso, tempeh, or those types of foods. However, it's not been shown consistently. You can't say that one particular serving will give you a certain amount of B12. So the best thing that you can do is the fortified foods or look for supplements. And the thing with supplements comes the fact that you can spend as much money you want on a good supplement, but if you're not digesting and absorbing it, you're literally flushing your money down the toilet.
Right.
So you need to make sure that you're getting the right type of supplement. You want to look for like a methyl cobalamin is what it's called, methyl B12. So you want to try and find those, and you have a variety of different companies that do make it. If anyone's interested, they have questions, you can always send me the name and I can look it up and let you know what I think, if it's a good source or not. So you want to try and get about 100 micrograms a day, or about 1,000 a few times a week is the usual amounts that would work out the best for something like B12. The last thing that I'll say about B12 is the fact that for any B vitamins, in fact, you always want to take them as a complex. You want to try and not separate them out and take them individually, because they work in concert. And so it's very important. If one goes up too high in your body, then it becomes almost like a rate limiting step. It doesn't allow the full cycles to occur. And for vitamin B12, the other thing that can happen is if you're low in vitamin B9, it can show up as a vitamin B12 deficiency as well, because they sort of can cannibalize each other almost to form one to the other. So you want to make sure that when you take it as a complex. If you're specifically B12 deficient, then you need to supplement a little higher with B12.
Now, over the years, I've heard that you could actually get B12 through things like Nutritionist. Is that a myth, or is that fact? You can get some, but like I said, it's not something that's very consistent. How it was, what type of, what brand is it, and a lot of things come into play for that. So just to be on the safer side, the best thing that you can always do is going to be through, like I said, the fortified foods or a supplement itself. There are very few things that we so strongly recommend only supplements for. We try and give our clients as much as they can from whole foods, because that's the best that you can always do for yourself. But something like B12 is just one of those sort of outliers where you want to make sure that they get enough of it, so you recommend a supplement. Well, thank you for all that information.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being on the show, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you again soon. If you guys have any other questions, post it below and we'll do our best to answer it. And just remember, you've got to get those B vitamins so you can outsmart those zombies. Until next time, I'll be seeing you. Hey gang, John from the Vegan Zombie here. You knew. You just knew.